Hi there, everyone. I had this idea, which was that I'm going to improvise on the piano and start talking. I realistically don't know how well it's going to be. I don't know how good my ability to improvise is while talking. I don't know how it's going to go, but if you enjoy, let me know what you think. But I'm just going to start yapping and we're going to get started. So, oh, this might have been a terrible idea. So, the reason I'm doing this is because I thought I could kill two birds with one stone. I'll get a video out of it and I can improvise. I know I need to work on my improvising more. And for the first one, I made a little harmony here, which is in 3/4 because I thought I could do polyrhythm. That was a terrible idea, but it sounds nice. Ooh, that was a good idea. We're in B minor now. And there are actually points I want to get to here. The first one is actually about improvising, or not improvising, but performing. And I think it could be something that helps a lot of you because it has to do with my performance anxiety, which has gotten a lot better over time. So a quick story is that as I'm recording this, it's Thursday, and 2 days ago I had family come over. And as they came over, they asked me to play for them. And usually I would play, but this time I was pretty happy with myself because I played a lot better than I usually would. I still messed up, but my ability to play was just to an ability that I was very happy with. In that I tried being fancy there, but I just wasn't as nervous. My performance anxiety didn't really hinder me the way it used to. And so I mean, this is all thanks to God. If you thought this was a piano video, so I wasn't going to talk about God, you're wrong. I talk about God always. I love God. And God loves me and He loves you. But this was an issue I dealt with for a while, which was I even got to the point where I wasn't so much nervous about the playing part. The part that was making me very angry was that I couldn't really, I felt like so out of control of my body. And I just hated that. But whenever people would ask me to perform, I would do it. And sometimes I would play terribly and I would get embarrassed. And that's normal. That's going to happen with us always. Alright, let's switch it up. else to talk about? I guess I'll try coming up with something new. But really quick, I just want to finish my actual point so I can get through it. Just in everything you do, things are going to be difficult. They're going to be sometimes are challenging, but always just trust in God and just keep working because God needs something to work with. So just fail, show up, get embarrassed, mess up, and God can always use that for your good. All right, now let's keep going. We're in D minor now. And there's one more point I want to get across in this video, which is the idea of idols. And one of those idols I'm kind of indulging in right now. Back to E minor. And so, even if I were to be the best pianist ever, chances are I would still not be happy. Because the only thing, everything, this is something I've talked about a lot on here, which is how everything that we do, chances are we're just going to keep wanting more. This is for everyone, but humans are very greedy. We say we want a thing, we get that thing, and we're on to the next thing. We switched it to G major. So, I love the piano. I really do. It is probably one of, when it comes to hobbies, I don't count my faith as a hobby because that is my entire life itself. But when it comes to hobbies, this is definitely my favorite hobby. Not even because I get to perform or anything. Actually, like we just talked about in the previous story, I don't really like performing. It's just the stress and all of it. I like just practicing when I'm here. Like I'm obviously recording this video so someone is going to see it, but I'm just in my basement playing for myself and for God, which is probably the great. It is outside of just spreading the gospels. Just the fact that God can hear me play when it's terrible and when it's not will easily be one of the greatest privileges of my life. Just to play for God. But I've felt a lot of dissatisfaction sometimes with the piano in that I just never feel like I'm good enough. And that's gonna happen for all of us in everything. And I think that's an issue a lot of people deal with now, which is called imposter syndrome, which, I mean, I'm not a psychologist, so I'm not gonna try to explain it to you. I don't want to spread misinformation. But the point I want to get across with this is how everything of this world, we will never be satisfied with it. If you want that career, with due time, chances are you'll get it. But that which doesn't come from God isn't going to satisfy you. And the gifts we do get from God, we need to remember that they are God's. Our families, our loved ones, our gifts in our Okay. So just to finish off this video, let me know what you all thought, but to finish off this video, we have idols, and it's really bad to put these things above God, because if I were to idolize the piano, I'm putting that above God. My worth is coming from God, or from the piano instead of from God. And ultimately what God gives us is greater, because in the piano, if I play my very best, play in the best competitions and win, sometimes I might still not even be satisfied. But with God, you are valued, loved, and cared for exactly as you are now. In every wrong note you play, in every wrong note you play, I don't know if you could hear me through that. In every wrong note you play, God still loves you. In every wrong thing you do, God still loves you, and He helps you to grow and be greater, all by His hand. And so the point of idols is like, it's not bad to care for things. Like I said, I really do love the piano. It's one of my greatest joys in life. And I thank God for my ability to play. But it is bad to idolize it, to be like, oh, you know, my value of myself comes from the piano, because to an extent that I'm going to be left feeling empty. And from myself, from my perspective, or not from my perspective, but just in my heart, if the piano is above God, God would be second, and in thus God won't be able to truly deliver me, because my faith, my entire being won't be in Him. Like I said, my ability to play the piano comes from God. So I thank Him for that. And if God wishes to take my ability to play the piano away, I trust in God to do that, because I know it will be for my best. And so just don't have idols. Don't. It's good to care for things, but nothing is above God. And I think like I said, this idea seemed a little better in my head, but I don't know how good it's going to be for you all watching. I don't know how well you could hear me through the piano playing, but just let me know what you all thought. And if you like, I can do this again. And if you even like, I could just do videos where like for like 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know how long this recording's been. I sort of lost track of time. But for 5 to 10 minutes, I could just improvise and upload that without chatting. But if you do like this and want me to see it again, then let me know, and I'll definitely do another one of these where I just play and yap. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for all the support you show this channel. Thank you for watching all of my videos. For those of you who watch them, if this is your first time here, then consider liking, following, subscribing, whatever you do on whatever you're watching this, and have a blessed day. God loves you very, very much. Bye.